Hello people, Robin Anderson here from Robin's Taste. Halloween is coming up pretty soon, and because of that I made myself a little Halloween special. What I'm gonna do this Halloween most possible is to check out Dario Argento's Suspiria. Most likely I will try to check it out on Halloween. I know what horror games to play on Halloween, for sure. Silent Hill 1 for PlayStation 1, a very good video game, very terrifying. I'm a big, huge ass Silent Hill fan, and I can tell for sure, if you're checking out for some real horror events, this is what you're gonna need. Silent Hill 2 on PlayStation 2 or Xbox, yeah, even got it both versions. PlayStation 2 also has a special 2-disc set where you basically can see how they made the game, and that is very good. The Xbox version, however, got an extra including game, so it's pretty hard which one to pick. Then we got ourselves Silent Hill 3. Yeah, this is, of course, the continuum of Silent Hill 1, and the last one I have in the Silent Hill series is Silent Hill Shattered Memories, which I found actually very good and entertaining, very psychological, but it's still a little bit too slow. If you gotta play something that is a little bit more comedic relief or funny, you can play out Voodoo Vince. Now this is a fantastic game, and the reason is it's just hilarious. I mean, it's just really good. If you wanna make a spoof of Halloween. Then you can play also Obscure for Xbox, and this is a real freaky game. I haven't been able to complete it yet, but it's actually very intense and very spooky, like Silent Hill. That's it. I'm not gonna mention Resident Evil. The reason is that I'm not a big fan of it, and well, if you guys know about Resident Evil, good for you, but I'm not a big fan, so I'm not gonna mention it. Now, over to the movies. However, I got two movies that is not belong to my collection right now, and because of that, I gotta sum them up for you guys. If you gotta go with splatter movies, check out Tokyo Gore Police, a very weird Japanese horror splatter comedy, very disturbing, and I think those splatter scenes are fucked up. I'm not gonna mention it to you guys what they do because it's so fucking fucked up, but the ending of the movie makes it more fair, and you hope there will come a sequel. It will be fantastic if it will come a sequel. Then we have John Carpenter's The Thing, and I think you guys know about this movie pretty much, so I'm not gonna waste too much energy talking about it, but I can tell for sure it's a very dark, very scary and moody film. Very good. Check it out. Then we're gonna go with the movies I have in my collection right now. We got Evil Ed, a Swedish splatter movie, which is just telling the story of how a guy loses his mind watching a horror film. It's somewhat ridiculous. It is ridiculous, but you will laugh a lot watching this movie. So once again, a comic relief to the Halloween stories. Next up is Nightmares and Dreamscapes by Stephen King. Some of the episodes are real freaky. You can think about that it is plausible to happen. I believe some of them is more drama than horror, but it's still entertaining as a movie. Next up is Jacob's Ladder, and this is a very good psychological horror. For me, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's very freaky, and in the end of the movie, it's more like you're getting your eyes teared because it's so goddamn dark. And the Silent Hill games were influenced by this movie, so very good material and very psychological. Next up is, of course, the Silent Hill movie, and I think it's pretty good, really. I've seen it a couple of times on TV, and it's not that bad. However, some characters that is misplaced. For example, they replaced the head character, Hair Mason, and instead now he's a girl. I don't like that one bit. There's no Michael Kaufman here, there's no Lisa Garland in here. It's hard to make the video game fair, so because of that, the movie is still pretty entertaining and sometimes very disturbing. So I do understand that you guys actually will enjoy it a lot. Then we have ourselves Spontaneous Combustion by Tobe Hooper. It's not too scary, it's more like Scanners, but you make it more flame and stuff like that. But it actually worked out a lot. It's very entertaining, and as a horror movie, sure it works out, because in the end it actually becomes pretty gross, as I remember. Next up is Carrie. John Travolta's is a spastic. What to say, it's a classic. I don't think I need to mention it too much. It's a big hit classic, and you guys gotta check it out. We have Stephen King in Another Story yet again. This is the third movie I mentioned. The Stand. And a lot of people don't think too much of The Stand, but it's a very good TV series and very expensive too, I guess. Some of the actors were very good, except Molly Ringwald. And I don't know, as like the series is very entertaining and very good. And as a finalizer, by Joe Dante, and it's not Gremlins. I know I mentioned it before, and I know I'm not pronouncing the title very good because I'm from Sweden and all, and I'm not too good at saying the title, but I'll try to. The Hole. John Carpenter could have done this movie. This is like a tribute to John Carpenter. Even though it's not really a horror story, I would say it's very entertaining as a fantasy, drama, action, adventure thing. Still very entertaining, The Hole. Not too much of comedy, but not too much of Gremlins laugh in it, but you still get a lot of intensity by it because it's very entertaining. Okay, that's it. I hope you guys have your own little comments below, and yeah, we're ready to shoot. See you guys later. Goodbye and happy Halloween.